Side of Cloud9, though, you do see Surefour on the McCree here early. I do like that decision. I think we've seen Surefour be very effective with McCree, but he's actually going to switch things up, so they're going to go with the quad tank setup. You'll see Surefour run Roadhog.
A little bit of Roadhog action here for Surefour, the DPS tank. As he's known, Harry Hook, though, he was the star of game number 1 on the Soldier 76, and he is going to be taking the top position very aggressively, working with Mickey. Coco will be right behind him as well. All 6 players from each team battling on the side, except for the McCree. Taimu is going to be positioned off to the left side for ENVYUS, and it's going to be Surefour in the action first against the D.Va.
Well, this puts a lot of pressure on the side of C9 to track down Taimu and Harry, because they're going to be able to just lay down a ton of damage into the shields from a distance. You see it's going to be Kai taking out Coco at the beginning. Both Reinhardts from either team drop, and it's going to be Taimu just trying to get on the point here, just trying to take out Kai, but Kai just playing in a very nice position here as D.Va, going to have Mendo assisting him with some barriers, and it's going to be a Deadeye already coming in from Taimu, not going to connect anything with it. It's going to be Harry able to take Kai out. Harry with another kill in the feed, and now Envy's going to take the point.
And that's just a testament to how much damage Taimu was doing to be able to get that Deadeye before the point is even locked down. Now you're going to see Harry Hook with the attack visor. Chips has got the nano boost, and already it is Cloud9 forced off the respawn. I thought it was going to be Cloud9 with the advantage because they took out Coco very early in that first fight. Instead, the DPS coming in and winning the fight. Cloud9 now has to break through this narrow choke.
And here's where like the jealous side of me would say I would love to see Cloud9 switch Mendo off of the Zarya and go with like a dual DPS setup and just try and take on Harry and Taimu like head on. I mean, this is why you brought these two players together, Surefour and Mendo, to be this awesome DPS combo. And without all these tanks in the game, they're giving the opportunity to do that. You're just not going to see you're going to see a Graviton surge coming in from the side of Cloud9. Surefour is able to get one, but it's going to be Harry answering back, taking out 2. Rolf with a big kill, getting Harry out of the equation though. Going to take down that long range consistent DPS. It's going to be Taimu calling in a Deadeye. He's going to knock Kai out of his mech, and Envy is still able to hold on to this.
Second Deadeye coming down for Taimu, and he is going to clear Kai out of the mech. Mickey is going to be dropped out of the mech before he can finish off the kill. So nice job by Surefour to keep his teammates alive. Rib going to finish off that last kill, and now he will lead the charge into the point already, though 60% for ENVYUS. Cloud9 trying to get control for their first time here in game number 2.
Can they get onto the point? Surefour will have the Deadeye. You'll have Kai with a D.Va ultimate as well with an Earth Shatter. So we'll see if Cloud9 actually pushes up and gets a little bit closer to these chokes, because on the side of ENVYUS, obviously with only the 2 tanks, you're not going to be able to just kind of power your way through there. You're going to have to just knock down Coco's shield, and then he's going to just leave the rest of his team open to getting consistent damage laid down upon them. So you're going to see Cloud9 actually decide not to push up. They're going to play a little bit further back, where you're going to have Rib putting the shield up here and going to let Surefour shoot over the top.
Mendo has given his teammates some solid barriers so far, but his Gravitons have not been on point. Last time around, he only got the tank, and then Coco was able to just charge out of it. Here's the fight, though. The Earth Shatter comes down as Coco gets speared by Rib. Now the kill comes in. It's going to be Cloud9 winning the tank fight down low. Taimu chasing down Kai. The mech gone, but the D.Va's still on point. The flashbang lands. The headshot not going to be able to finish her. There comes the barrier from Mendo, and that Zarya from Cloud9 did so much work to keep his team up. This is a close game. It looks like Cloud9's going to win the initial battle, and they continue to score. They could take the lead here.
Well, C9's going to have the reinforcements coming off the spawn here. Surefour with a nice flashbang, taking out Mickey when the D.Va ultimate goes in the sky, and he has this Deadeye. Could use it to zone ENVYUS off of the point, but although ENVYUS got on the point for a very long time, it never swung in their favor, and Cloud9 is racking up the score.
Observer, if we could just stay on board with Surefour. The man has been on a mission. He has been so deadly with this McCree. You're going to see Rib with the shield in the front. Just going to be distracting as the headshots are landed time and time again. Surefour, though, not as effective on this push. Envy looks a little bit more cautious on the attack.
Well, they're just not giving Surefour an opportunity to land these headshots right now. It's going to Taimu very weak, but you had Coco up top just applying that shield as Reinhardt, and you were not going to be seeing any damage coming in from Surefour. He's going to have Internet Hulk over on the bridge, but a big Graviton surge with a nano boost comes in the middle of the map, and it's going to be Harry and Envy answering back in a big way, though, as we are in overtime.
Perfect Helix rocket coming in for Harry Hook. He's able to pick up his second and now helping with the third kill. They're chasing down Kai. The Ana chips doing so much damage, stopping any healing that could potentially come in. Kaikai's going to be forced back. They'll keep him out of the mech. And you're going to see for Cloud9, it is just the Deadeye available. Rib working towards that Earth Shatter, but nowhere near are the other teammates. For ENVYUS, only time probably going to have the Deadeye to work with as well.
Yeah, and I mean, with Sherpa with the Deadeye, it's not really something you can open an engagement with. You can use it to like zone the players of Envy off of the point, but Mickey just up top, just being a nuisance, just laying the damage in from D.Va from behind, and he's going to come in on a pinch here. And you see ENVYUS now getting closer. They're at 93%. Mickey just knocks Rib inside of the point. You see Sherpa though going to get a 3-man Deadeye. A big play there by Sherpa, trying to swing it in C9's favor.
Taimu trying to answer back. The tanks are distracted. Rib throws up the shield at just the right moment. Mickey with the D.Va bomb, but it doesn't pick up anything, and down goes Taimu. Cloud9 has retaken control. The crowd here in Las Vegas cheering on C9 as it looks like they could lock this up. They just got to force Harry back. Here comes the nano boost, the sleep dart. Gonna stop it for a moment. Internet Hulk on Lucio gets in, but it's C9 taking our first point of control.
And you saw them start to come to life when Sherpa went over to this McCree, and it is something I hope you see more often. We saw him come to life a little bit on Dorado, on the McCree, now here in Ilios. And our first point, he switches from the Roadhog over to the McCree, and they start to swing things in their favor. And we'll see what Envy decides to do to answer this back. So Taimu's going to go back to running the Roadhog. He's going to get off the McCree, try and get these picks. You know, McCree, a very slow DPS attack hero, and you're able to land these hooks pretty easy as Roadhog on him.
That was a massive Deadeye. 3 picks in the final fight, but that's just the first point. You have to win 3. We're going to the well, and this could be a hook party. We saw a fantastic game with Fnatic yesterday. A whole lot of funny moments in that one, but in the end, it was Envy coming out on top. Here they are in the second point, charging behind Coco, who's going to lead the fight. The flame strike goes out, but no one's there. Cloud9 going to go for the delayed push, and they got Short 4 flanking from the left.
Yeah, we saw more people fall into the well yesterday than I've ever seen. A hook comes in from one of the teams. You see Mickey getting the first kill there onto Mendo. So you're going to have Mendo actually running the Roadhog. So they're going to drop the Zarya here. It's the first time I believe we've seen Mendo run the Roadhog here at this event.
Taimu on Roadhog, going to get the pull. Kaikai knocked out of his mech. Advantage to ENVYUS so far. They will be able to lock in the point first as they start to score. Coco hit with a flashbang over the shield. His healers, though, keeping him alive as Envy wants to push the action into the C9 base. And you're going to see it's Sure4 working towards another Deadeye. Will he be able to land another game-changing play?
Yeah, that was big there from the side of C9. So Mendo lands a hook onto Mickey. They hit him with a nade from Ana, and they're able to get him out of his mech. And that's going to give Cloud9 a good opportunity to take this back. As Sure4 just trying to land shots. That is a long-distance hook from Taimu. He's going to be able to drop Sure4 into the well. Nice hook there from Taimu. We talked a little bit about it, you know, when Roadhog going up against McCree very slow, and he's trying to peek around these corners. And Roadhog's able to land those hooks with these, and you're going to see Sure4 right away ditch the McCree, going to go over to Tracer.
And it looked like we saw the tax visor get positioned. Harry Hook has it ready to go with the Soldier 76 on high ground. Taimu on the right side, though, is going to be working on Rip. The Reinhardt for Cloud9. Envy already over 50%. They're halfway to victory on this second point. And for Cloud9, it looks like Mendo waiting for that ultimate to charge up. Here could be the push. The nano boost could come out any moment as well. As you see, the first pick goes down. Taimu out of the action. It's going to be Mendo looking for his second hook. Long range shots. Mickey is going to try and answer with a D.Va bomb as the Earth Shatter comes down. Coco is going to take players to the back line, and it's going to be Mendo chased down by Harry. But no, the counter coming from behind. It's Mickey tickling him from the back.
Yeah, and you're going to see Sure4 able to take out Internet Hulk here. So Cloud9 still alive in this fight. Mickey up top though, and the point still in control of ENVYUS, and they are just rolling here. See Sure4 just laying down damage into Taimu, but he's so scared, does not want to get hooked here. A lot of players coming up the spawn for ENVYUS, and well, it's so difficult to take back once the other team gets control because of these small choke points and a lot of the tanks in play.
They have the ultimates, but they're running out of time. They have to fight for overtime. Already 99% for Envy, so one clean wipe will lock in the second point of game number 2. So far, though, it's back and forth. Now the kill's landing, and it's going to be Rolf and Adam here for Cloud9. The support picking up kills. The environmental kills landing well. Cloud9 finally finally retaking control.
Yeah, right there at the end, you saw Chips and Coco just jump into the well. They want to spawn with the rest of their team, and you see a change coming in. It's going to be Harry switching over to the Reaper. So we don't see Reaper too often anymore, but Envy was one of the teams that still runs Reaper pretty consistently. We saw them do it during OGN. Now they're bringing it out here.
Yeah, Monty Ajoa said Harry Hook is so dangerous on this hero as well. When they were watching him over in Korea, he just destroyed the tanks, and he is trying to get sneaky up behind Rib here. Here comes the charge, the nano boost, and Harry's trying to land all of these Hellfire shotgun bursts. Instead, it is the Earthshatter shutting him down. Perfect play here to counter the push from ENVYUS. Cloud9 is going to be able to hold.
Yeah, I love the idea there from ENVYUS. They don't show the Reaper right away when you teleport around that top side. They had no idea Reaper was coming into the equation, but a big Earthshatter there from Rib. It knocks down Harry and it knocks down Coco, and they're able to win the fight.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Harry Hook back on your screen with the Reaper. Going to be looking for the flank. His teammates will try and distract. Which direction is he going to be pushing from? It looks like this time he's just going to show himself behind Coco. Mickey going to go for a bump here with the Diva as the fight is initiated. The counter spear coming in though. Rib is going to be canceled out first, so advantage to Envy.
Chips just hit a crazy grenade as Ana. You saw Envy force Cloud9 all the way into the back of that corner, and you saw it was like a 4 or 5 man Ana grenade going to prevent the side of Cloud9 from healing, and that's going to give Envy a huge advantage in this.
Harry doing so much damage to those supports, and Cloud9 will be taken down. They got up to 80%. We could see overtime once again. Actually, I don't know. Is Short4 going to be able to hold this, Matt? It's not looking good. The Diva falls, but is able to fly back out of the well.
Well, they're not really dealing with Short4. He's able to get behind and just lay down a ton of damage, but you have Harry just being the gatekeeper here as the front as Reaper. He's going to get hooked, somehow stays alive. It's going to force Mendo to use his whole hog to get onto the point.
We are in OT. Envy looking to clear. Mendo from afar trying to get the hook. The Reaper, though, in his way. He's going to hook for a moment, gets to the point, healing himself up, staying alive. The Diva Bomb above, though, is going to land. And it's Internet Hulk working down Rib as well with Coco. You are going to see the nano boost from Chips could seal the deal here.
Yeah, and they're just doing a phenomenal job, Kai staying alive, but not enough time for his teammates to get back. ENVYUS takes the point.
Envy didn't even need to use all of their ults in the last fight, as they were able to take down the tanks first and then work down the supports at the end. It's tied up 1 point each here in game number 2. We're going into the swing round number 3 as we head to the Lighthouse.
Yeah, you were just saving those ultimates because Kai was doing a great job just stalling that out for as long as possible for the side of C9. So you want to invest those ultimates just to get rid of Kai, and then everybody come off the spawn and then just start pummeling you towards the back. So that's why Envy saves their ultimates there towards the end. Don't even need them to close it out. Now, we'll see if they stick on the Reaper here. It was pretty effective against these tanks. Short4 will stay on the Tracer here, so we've seen him play a litany of heroes from McCree to Soldier to Tracer and Roadhog during this series. But you will see the Reaper pick from ENVYUS yet again. It was pretty effective. Let's see how Harry uses it here.
Short4 staying on the Tracer. Mendo is going to go back to the Zarya, so no Roadhog out for now for Cloud9. On the other side, the Reaper staying in play for ENVYUS. Short4 is just going to be firing from afar. Now Kai going up to engage Taimu as he reloads. The hook comes in, and Kai's going to be knocked out of his mech. First kill could be coming in any moment as the control point is unlocked. All players can be surging to that direction.
Taimu's hooks have been on point today. You see him just connect with Kai there twice. Coco's going to pick up Rib as well. That Short4, he's going to get taken out by Roadhog as Taimu had a phenomenal series. Had some trouble getting here. It took him a little bit longer than expected, but once he's here, he has just played as you'd expect, one of the best players in the game.
And I love Taimu's quote on Twitter. He said, I've gone through so much crap just to get to Las Vegas. You better believe I'm taking this thing home. He used a few more expletives than I did in that explanation, but he wants to win this one. He is hungry, and Envy, they are looking very solid. Another great opening for the team. They win the initial team fight, and you have to wonder, is it the composition that's not working for Cloud9, or are they just being too aggressive in the opening fight?
No, I think just right now, Envy's done a phenomenal job of adjusting to what Cloud9's throwing at them, but you see Mendo's going to take out Harry at the beginning of this, and a nano boot's going to come in onto Rib. He's just trying to locate some of these players, not going to get any damage for it, and Short4 is going to use his recoil, stay back on the map. It's going to be Cloud9 getting onto the point here, and it's that big kill at the beginning from Mendo onto Harry that opens things up, but Coco with a nano boost, able to take out two players here. So a fight that looked like it was going in favor of C9. ENVYUS can potentially win this. Coco barely staying on the map there. He's going to be swinging on Kai. It's going to be Harry back into the equation as Reaper as well. And somehow ENVYUS able to hold on there.
That is the most nimble Reinhardt I have ever seen. Coco playing that hero to perfection, stays on the map, it stays in the fight. Envy wins control once again. They do not give it up to Cloud9, and you are going to see Shore4. He's got to be the playmaker. Earlier, he was able to take out the healer chips, the Ana. Once he is down, you can do so much damage. Coco's going to go for the Earth Shatter, but it will be blocked. Rib with a nice shield play there, and now the sound barrier comes down. Cloud9 is going to finally win the team fight and take control.
And that was a perfectly timed Graviton Surge there by Mendo. You saw Harry trying to enter the fight using that Death Blossom from Reaper, and he just sucks him right into the Graviton Surge. He gets nothing for it. So a big play there by Mendo. Those perfectly timed Graviton Surges. You see Rib with the Earth Shatter for the side of Cloud9. As time is coming over the top, trying to land a cheeky hook there. It's going to be Mickey with his ultimate for ENVYUS. So those are the only two players right now in this game with ults.
Absolutely, and you're going to see Taimu. He could be the player that causes the most damage with these hooks. He's going to get the opening kill on Mendo once again. So Zarya is going to be down for Cloud9 to counter Diva Bomb coming in, and you're going to see Shore4 in the 1v1 versus the Reaper. Not an easy fight, but it looks like he will survive long enough to get the advantage. You're going to see his teammates in the background fighting against the tanks, though. Kai was going up against two. He's going to be slept, and here comes the nano boosted Reaper. Earth Shatter will send him to the ground. So neutralized momentarily here, Matt.
Yeah, and it was that one shot by Harry right before he hits the ground from that Earth Shatter that's able to take out Rib there. Rib, the nice Earth Shatter, but just not good enough as Harry just mowing through opponents as Reaper here on the point, going to go in favor of ENVYUS. But I do like the strategy from Cloud9 where they're just harassing Taimu on this Roadhog. Shore4 and Kai just keep diving at him, just making him look in different directions and just pummeling him with bullets. They're just not able to take him out, and then when that's going on, if they don't take Taimu out of the equation fast, Harry is just running through these tanks.
Stop for a Death Blossom, and he is going to drop it down. The Ana Grenade is going to come in, almost saving his teammate was Mendo throwing up that barrier. Instead, Rolf is going to be dropped, so no heals coming in for Cloud9. Envy in another overtime should be able to lock in our third point and take a 2-1 advantage here in game 2.
Yeah, you saw the sound barrier come in towards the end, helps keep Harry Hook alive when the Ana Grenade comes down on top of him for that healing. The extra shield's going to keep him up during that, but it's going to be Cloud9. They find themselves down 1-2 here. And I wonder if we're going to see any type of significant changes from the comps of Cloud9, as looks like we're going to be going back to well.
We got some Cloud9 fans here in the crowd, and I know our security guard every morning, she asks me, is Cloud9 still in this one? They've turned some fans here in Las Vegas. Adam, a little bit frustrated with his team's performance. He's been on this Lucio. Trying to stay up is so difficult when you have players like Harry Hook as well as Taimu for ENVYUS gunning for you constantly. As we go into the fourth round here, how does Cloud9 bring it back? Do you want to see another McCree? It's the only time they've won a heat map.
Well, so I feel like they think they've been pretty aggressive, and I think they actually have been, I know, pretty good on this aggressive composition with Shore4 and Kai hunting down Taimu on the Roadhog. They're going to combine that now with Rolf with the Discord Orb, so they're going to be able to cut him down a little bit faster. And as soon as we see Taimu there, he's going to get Discord Orb as soon as possible. They're going to try and get him out of the equation because they feel like once they get this Roadhog out of the equation, it's going to allow Shore4 to just kind of cause chaos.
Speaking of players out of the action, Rib is going to be cleaned up first. Harry Hook going to be cleaned up by Cloud9 though. So trading kills on each side. And you're going to see Taimu with the pull, but doesn't finish off the kill. Finally, the mech is going to be taken down, and it will be Kai finished off. Another pull. Taimu bringing in the Lucio and chasing down Adam with a fantastic kill. You are going to see all the supports down for Cloud9 and Envy with their fourth opening battle.
Yeah, and Taimu just gets really aggressive into the choke, has the support of Coco and Mickey there with him. And now when you can get these tanks inside of the choke, it's going to be very difficult for Cloud9 to get in. And you're going to see Mendo finally go over towards this McCree play. So you're going to have McCree and Tracer, combine that with the Discord Orb. So you're trying to get rid of these tanks as fast as possible. And Taimu's going to go whole hog, but you see just the damage that Mendo can lay down on this McCree, trying to jump over the fence, see if he can land that one devastating shot into Taimu. He's not able to do so. Mickey up top forces him down from the high ground.
Mickey going after the heels, and he's going to find Rolf right in front of him. So Envy with the flanker. Meanwhile, The tanks battling on the front line, and they're going after Mendo, who is staying alive. Great heals coming in at the last moment. You're going to see the bombs coming in, as it will be Coco falling first. Harry is going to take out Shortford, though, and now the nano boost with this tac visor doing so much damage. Rib staying up for now, but how long can Cloud9 hold on? It looks like a while. They get 3. Rolf with some key kills there on Zenyatta. The Discord's playing a huge part in that victory.
Oh, and some nice shots there by Mendo. He's able to just pick Mickey out of the sky, and it will be the side of Cloud9 able to take the point back, and they will have the ultimate advantage.
Envy's going to be pushing in. Cloud9, they have done a great job adapting here the second time around, but don't be surprised if you see some switch-ups coming in for Envy. Adam with the sound barrier will be able to protect his teammates on this next push. Internet Hulk nowhere near, and Chips will not have a nano boost for quite a while. Here comes the sound barrier, and here comes the opening fight. Earthshatter is going to drop 3. Coco staying alive, and he's just going to drop down the well. Envy knows they're not going to win this fight. Might as well reset.
Yeah, nothing Envy can do there. As soon as they go to engage, it's a big Earthshatter coming in from Rib. But Cloud9 does burn a lot of ultimates there. Envy is going to have their Earthshatter of their own here for this next one.
Coco, the key player here for Envy, so keep your eyes on that red Reinhardt, and he will lead the charge. Chips watching their flank is going to hit a nice sleep dart, but Sureford gets back into the action. That pulse bomb is going to do a lot of damage to Coco. The heal's coming in, but Harry Hook, their DPS player, is down, so Envy at another disadvantage to open things up. Kai distracting with the Diva. Meanwhile, Rib watching the back end, stopping the hooks coming in. Taimu has been so ineffective since the switch up. A great credit goes to Rib here, who has blocked a number of those shots. The Zenyatta hits the Discord, and here comes the fight. For now, it looks like it's going to be ENVYUS with the advantage. The Transcendence keeping the tanks alive, though, for C9.
Yeah, and Coco not actually able to land that Earthshatter there. Does not use it. You see the sound barrier coming in from the side of Envy. Coco just trying to line up players from C9, but just does not find a great time to use that Earthshatter. Mendo on the flank, able to land a big headshot on the Chips. Going to take out that burst healing from Mana out of the equation.
Unfortunately, though, he is immediately executed, and now you see Taimu with the whole hog staying up and clearing the point with Harry Hook. Harry sprinting back to the action just in time to be able to get the clear. 90% to 74. Envy is on game point here in our 4th heat of Control on Ilios. You're going to see the next push coming in from Cloud9. They need to make this one happen with Sureford, the key player, Pulse Bomb, and on the flank.
Sureford can land this Pulse Bomb onto either Coco or Taimu to really just force the players of Envy back. He's going to go for Taimu. He's going to get a little bit of damage. Now he's going to just put a lot of shots into the back of Coco, and that's going to prevent Coco from landing a big Earthshatter. He uses it, does not connect with anything there. It's going to be Coco, though, forcing the players of C9 into this back corner, and he's able to get to Taimu and Harry, pick it up, and this is in overtime. Envy looking to close this one out, Chris, and they're going to do it.
Envy going up 2-0 here in our first semi-final of the day. 2 of our analysts said it was going to be Cloud9 taking this series. On the other end, it was ZP saying it's Envy going to take it 3-1. They could do it 3-0 here with Kings Row coming up next, but that is the only map they have lost all tournament long.
Yeah, you got to trust ZP. Got to trust ZP. I believe Hawk only picked Cloud9 because Sureford is Canadian, and Sureford picked Hawk for the World Cup teams. I believe Hawk is a little bit skewed in his prediction.
Absolutely, and Stir, he